motherfucking.
The recording
We
just started,
live.
ladies and gentlemen, and we are motherfucking live.
Get
What up, tribe?
What's up,
What
tribe?
it do, tribe? What it do? What it do? All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. This is your boy Shake, Mr. HSD, Mr. AFF, and we found another meaning for the F. So it's gonna be America's favorite. What's the other one? We're not freak, right? America's favorite.
we had a couple of them. We
Fuck
have
boy.
America's favorite Finessa.
Finessa.
Vanessa.
Okay.
America's
okay.
favorite flavor. Then
Right.
So we got to keep alternating on the S for my guy.
We're gonna alternate on the F's, all right? Because it's not.
All right,
just
what
gonna
is
be
he
fuck
this
boy,
week?
Okay, because I'll be America's favorite flavor this week, all right?
You could.
What you taste like?
Because he's nuts. But listen, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
That's salty. Salty, salty.
salty baby, salty baby.
Your shake.
About a bar, right? Where everybody's fingers be.
Your shake. I'm gonna name you America's favorite fuck up, bro. For all the recordings you fucked up, bro.
Whatever. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Like I said, welcome, and let me introduce my people.
All time.
All right. Let's introduce the tribe, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, we're gonna start from the top. What is this? Right corner, right here. Yeah, right corner. All right, we're gonna go to the top right corner. Nobody's pointing at you, TJ. We're gonna go to Flash. Oh, you pointing at Flash too? Look at TJ, looking like one of the pointers on one of those TV shows. What do you call those people? What job is that?
Vanna White. She framed that.
She points shit. Yeah, the models.
The Vanna White.
Yeah.
She gets paid for that shit.
Oh, we can't say Vanna White on
You can't say I Vanna Whited her. You're using her image, her likeness. She's suing mad people for that.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Let's not get sued, baby.
Trademark that shit.
Make sure you cut that out. So let me introduce my boy, Flash the Philosopher, aka Vanna White. Go ahead, buddy.
Don't call me that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's all good. All right, but yo, it is me. Today I'm gonna be the iterator of the hustler mentality. I am the keyboard trapper who understands that keys open doors. All right, it is your boy Flash the Philosopher. What up?
Shout out to the Clips. What's good?
I thought you was gonna say something. I'm like the trapper keeper I'm the trapper keeper that changes all the pages. Some shit like that.
I thought you was gonna say
all the doors.
I'm the trapper keeper that explores all three holes.
Oh, I like that. I like that, bro.
I got you, dog.
Wait, look at us coming with better titles for you, ho.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Favorite flavor.
He's nuts. Yo, we moving on to the next in line. I'm gonna go above me and hit my arch enemy, the ice.
What?
Rigid.
TJ. Rigid as fuck. TJ, the freaking squad nurse. Let's do, baby.
What up, tribe? What up, team? Let's get this. I feel the energy today. I feel the energy.
I feel good.
What do you feel?
I feel sexy.
Next.
If you feel it, that's what it is, homie.
That's where
Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody tell you different, bro.
Yo, she just wanted to tell how to co-sign that.
Take
She
your
didn't know
shirt
how
off,
to co-sign
Flash.
that.
Take your shirt off.
I can't
That's
do that.
sexy.
I'm waiting for I gotta wait for like the after hours.
I get people to take their shirt off, like real shit. Like,
No,
see, this is why we doing this episode today. Where's HR? Listen,
Inappropriate, right? Inappropriate.
Right her
You
up.
guys are my friends first. Friends first.
that's the word.
Co-workers
Women
later.
love using that inappropriate word. Yo, that is like inappropriate. Like, yo, she's just a friend, but it's inappropriate. Yo, women
You're
love
right.
that
It
word,
is.
bro. Women love that word. Anyhow,
do.
let's go down next. We're gonna hit the next in line. We're gonna
You
hit the
already
next
know.
in line. Y'all already know.
You know.
We taking it to
Don't
the-
you zone
we
her
taking it to
shit.
the
Don't
end.
you
Do
do
not
it.
zone her shit.
Ha.
We got
Exactly.
Lil Mo. What's up, Mo?
What's up, tribe? As you
What up,
always
Destiny?
know. What's up? It's your girl Mo. I represent Co-op City Section 5. Don't ever zone my shit. You already know what it is. That's what it is.
You already know what time it is.
Don't do it.
I know what time it is. All right. So we just gonna keep on. We gonna keep on moving from the right side of the screen to the left side. We're gonna take it to the top right there. Okay. My boy Spew Guy Drip. What it do, Matt? What up, Playboy?
Drip.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Match, aka Sir Drip, aka the Spew Guy Drip. Please say the drip. And for those who don't know, gang. For those who don't know, Spew is an abbreviation for spreading positive energy wherever. As the ambassador of the Spew, it's my job to enrich the lives of everybody I meet. I love y'all. Welcome back, Tribe. Like, comment, subscribe. We on YouTube and all platforms. We hear cool shit.
We love you too, Mash. You know how like you be like, I love you. I love you too.
I love you too. TJ, stop being a groupie. Okay, next in line. Okay, we're gonna go. Next in line, we're gonna hit the last but not least. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking silent introvert side. Yeah. He likes to call himself. Silent, that's the acronym he uses. You know what I'm saying?
Silent, awesome / awkward introvert. Silent, let him know, buddy.
Introvert, all right? That's the shit he using. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out the fucking gate, looking like he about to go into a boxing match. Let's get it for my boy.
What's good, everybody?
Chasing chickens and shit.
Yeah, I'm in my zone right now. Feeling really what's the term?
Good.
I fucked it up. I'm feeling really knowledgeable right now for today's session.
Erudite?
Yeah, erudite.
Thank
you, team. Thank you. Feeling like erudite right now with the content we about to be putting up. Anyway, peace and love. Hope everyone's having a good day, good night, whatever time. Peace and love.
No late points and shit. But you know, suck them out.
No cool down on that.
You are.
My favorite part of the show, set my soul afire. Come on.
Yes.
Time
we are going to have TJ set our soul afire.
All right, guys. I'm doing it a little different this time. I want you guys to close your eyes and connect to the sound that you're going to hear. And then I want you to let me know where you feel like that chakra is in your body. You guys ready?
So we're doing a blind date with Chakra?
Yeah, we ready.
Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And
I felt like that ring was kind of weak.
okay.
I know I'm not the only one. I
fucked it up. If you see me on camera, all your eyes is closed, and I'm like, oh shit. You just see that.
Fucking me up because I'm thinking you taking this shit real serious. Oh damn.
Wait, I gotta regroup again. Hold on, I gotta regroup again.
Deep breath in.
I feel like I gotta keep my eye open now.
No. Close your eyes. Deep breath in.
I feel the same way.
Deep breath out. And
I can't see that.
I didn't feel that nowhere.
I didn't feel it anywhere.
My nose chakra went up because I feel like I heard somebody sniff. I feel like that's what happened.
Listen, that's my lucky number. Third time to charm. So go ahead. 3.
This is it. Last time, I swear. My hands are sweaty.
I'm gonna just get high.
My hands are sweaty. Okay.
Let's regroup again. Third time's a charm. Okay.
Deep breath in. Deep breath out.
Breathing.
Damn it, TJ. TJ, just tell us what we're supposed to
My
feel.
chakra's down.
Yo, this shit is hard. Have you guys ever tried to do a singing bowl? That's not that easy.
Y'all definitely supposed to do meditation right now.
Tell us.
Get back to Dom training, bro.
That was our solar plexus chakra. It's located in your stomach. It's responsible for confidence and self-esteem, as well as helping you feel in control of your life.
Did you feel in control of that singing bowl?
No, I didn't. This is me. I need this. I need this so bad right now.
Wait, where are we supposed to feel it? Where are we supposed to feel it?
In our
it's
brain.
Supposed to be right above your belly button, right under your heart chakra.
I felt it there, but I wish
really? Good work then.
Go ahead.
All right. It says, how do you if you suffer from low self-esteem, you have difficulty making decisions, and you have anger and control issues.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're gonna feel this chakra is blocked for you. That's maybe why I struggle to do that. I'm feeling like this right now. I'm having difficulty making decisions.
Yeah, that's my thing. Decision making.
And I think I have control issues. That's what makes you guys call me the ice queen. Anyway, I digress.
There's definitely some other shit on that.
That's not what makes us call you.
That's
there's some other shit on that.
That's why I fuck up. That's why I fuck this up.
That might be that, but that
my chakra's blocked. Somebody needs to do this for me.
I mean, you had a butter knife the last time. There's a couple of other factors going on.
Somebody has
let me do it. My hand is there.
The proper equipment.
my hand. I just did it. So now do it now. Watch it work.
All right, Mom.
Do it right now.
Oh my god. Yo, we're killing.
Oh,
10
fourth
minutes.
goddamn time, bro. Come on.
Fourth time's a charm now.
Mo's there. She's different.
I'm there.
Come on,
I'm there.
Let's do a circle. Let's do a circle for TJ.
Oh, what are we? This is like
How's that?
We're giving our energy. We're giving our energy.
Powers. Special needs singing mode.
Pretty much.
Exactly. See? Look at that.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Hey.
Look at the flick of the
wrist.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Got it, baby.
I told you.
Got it, baby. We giving you our energy, yo.
Yes, I'm feeling more confident. I'm feeling more self-assured.
You know, when I think about it, that's how Goku used to steal energy in Dragon Ball Z.
That deep ass motherfucker. Yeah, that fucking spirit bomb used to steal energy.
Let me introduce. Since you're moderating, let me introduce the next segment, which is our word of the week. Shakes word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week. Word of the week.
Okay.
Word of the week. Word of the week.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna bring a word of the week.
I tell the bitch you got word of the week. That bitch gonna twerk for me.
Okay, yeah.
Look at you rapping today.
I was trying to make sure I got a theme song for it. Like if I got the word of the week, that means that bitch gonna twerk for me. I'm just saying.
I like that.
Currency.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this week's word of the week is a word most of you probably know. You know, I actually brought it up because this is the HR episode. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So the word of the day is nepotism. Right? You've heard it before, right? But some of you don't know what it means. I've heard it around the workplace. What the fuck does that mean? That means that's nepotism has to do when the good old boys start giving jobs to their other good old boys. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So nepotism means the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs. You know, jobs, promotions, perks, things like that. All of that has to do with nepotism. Oh, it's their favorite. But it's not just someone being your favorite. It's someone has a connection with you outside of work, which is the reason why you are giving them this favoritism. Correct. For example, my manager, Jonathan, promoted Timothy. I know it's because it's his next door neighbor. That's nepotism. That was it used in a sentence.
Not to go down the rabbit hole, but like nepotism is not looked at as a bad word. Like I know that in certain situations, especially for
I think he practiced that.
I
did not. I just came up with it off the rip. Like
no, I'm just thinking about nepotism like us. Like if I was to put people on, like put my, if I get rich and I put my people on, that's nepotism, right?
Yeah.
So but it's not a bad thing though in that situation.
No. It's not that you get rich and you put people on because that's your business.
But I'm using my power to influence and get my people on.
I mean, technically, nepotism is okay if it's your business. But if the business don't belong to you and you're just you're an executive to promote people based off of friendship and family and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That right there is considered immoral, and it is HR. It is looked down upon by HR. Okay,
not even immoral, unethical.
Thank you, unethical. Better word. A better word. Go figure. Somebody thought of a better word. I would say in the realm of ethics, that right there could be considered egregious. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, so once again, we're doing an episode called "Where is HR?" Right? We came up with this episode long time ago, but it kind of came back up in our minds and shit when TJ told us about her titties again, and then we were all like engaged in her breasts. Okay, she talks about it all the time. Just to let you know, TJ talks about her breasts.
Straight lie.
Often. All right, and then when we get
definitely talking about milk and titties yesterday.
We like brothers and sisters.
Every once in a while, Tiff has a nip slip on here, but you know, it's what it is. She dresses inappropriately.
Come join us on YouTube.
Right?
Podcast on YouTube. I heard the sex sales. Go check us out.
Start checking out YouTube out. Tiff might have a slip. Wait, TJ might have a nip slip. Okay, all right.
What they call it? Wardrobe malfunction, and maybe
exactly.
Yeah.
So you know, this right here brought up a lot of things around HR. Like, where is HR? We don't have an HR here. You know what I'm saying? So you know we asked us. This led us to brainstorm this episode. So that's why we're gonna talk to you about HR. So I'm gonna set the tone right now. Okay, It's Monday morning. Okay, I know most of you guys work at home now, but I'm taking you back to the office, and you are all managers. You are all managers. Do. Put your manager hat on. You're standing by the water cooler, ladies and gentlemen. Right?
Don't we gotta clock in first?
And yeah, you clocked in already.
I'm putting the clock on my manager. I don't put the clock.
Exactly. Fast forward. Okay? You guys are at the water cooler, right? And you're walking by. You, the manager, walking by, and you hear Pete giving a little conversation about his weekend, right? So Pete proceeds to tell you overhear Pete proceeding to tell his co-workers how he hired a hooker. All right, and you don't know where the conversation is going from there, but you know Pete is now talking about a hooker, but he's at the water cooler and you hear it in passing. All right, my question is, what are you doing at that point? You're Pete's manager, right? What are you doing at that point? Are you allowing it to slide?
Was Pete talking to me?
Pete's talking to other people.
Am I cool with Pete? Like,
right.
like,
so TJ could go first.
You're the
boss. A little bit about rapport.
No, we're just leaving it how it is.
No.
What's my rapport?
I'm just saying.
Pete is talking very loudly.
Pete is talking very loudly. When I ask him when I delegate instructions to him, does he follow his instructions?
Yeah, Pete follows
instructions. Does he give me resistance?
Does he have a hooker?
Is he someone that's easy to communicate with?
Pete is a
in that kind of situation.
Pete is a good worker.
All right.
But is he easy to communicate with? Sometimes,
can I communicate with him and tell him things, and he can acknowledge it? Maybe he doesn't have to agree, but he can acknowledge it and understand why I'm communicating.
I understand where you're coming from with this, Boogie, because it does make a difference.
Because I'm looking at this situation like, if Pete is a respectable worker and that's he cool, he doing his job, I'm gonna just talk to Pete. I'm gonna be like, hey Pete, I see that you was talking about this hooker, or whatever, privately, off the record. Because I don't know the full context of the conversation. So I'd say, hey, Pete, he's having this conversation about this hooker. I don't have the full details. So before I can even begin, I'd have to first get the full information. So I get the full story, where this hooker is, the full contact information, etc. So then only that's when you can have a professional conversation. Once I have gathered all the facts, then I can have a conversation about, whether that is appropriate for the workplace, whether that hooker is even worthy, waste of time. Again, these are things that is important for the workplace. So anyway, that's just my piece on it as a manager. And Pete's a cool guy.
I like that. I like that, Boogie. Good answer. Good answer.
Nobody's disrespected. Everybody's a winner here. Everybody.
Yeah. So I feel like I'll probably be the cool manager, and I don't think nothing's wrong with hookers. And especially if Pete is worker of the week, week after week after week, and I see Pete talking about hookers, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna keep pushing. It's cool. But if Pete is a fuck up, if Pete is a fucked up worker, he is fucking up the company money or some shit, and I hear Pete talking about hookers, I'm be like, yeah, Pete,
this ain't the place for that.
We need to have a conversation. So I'm 50-50 on it. I don't know.
It depends on Pete's work performance and social performance. And I'm sorry. If I don't fuck with Pete, he ain't gonna rock out with that conversation. No fuck out. I feel I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say for me, it doesn't depend on his work performance, whether he's a good worker or bad worker. My thing is, number one, this happened off the job premises, so in part, it's none of my business, because it didn't happen on the job. However, what I would
water cooler, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't directed to me. He was having an open conversation, which I overheard. The most I could do is pull him in my office privately and just say, hey, listen, whatever you do in your personal life is fine. However, people on the floor are overhearing that and are, and may think it's inappropriate. So if you want to discuss whatever you want to discuss during your personal life, just, make sure you do it where you're not talking loud enough for other people to hear. That's as far as I can. I don't, whether he was with a hooker or not, that's not my place.
Okay.
I can't tell him who to be with, and it happened off of the job, but I can tell him while he's on the job, if that's your choice to discuss your personal business. However, I would advise against it. But if you want to discuss your personal business, that's fine. But have a conversation a little bit more quietly where your business is not being explored.
Yeah, on the floor. I don't hear
are coming.
Yeah, I was assuming that by the water cooler that I was the only person that overheard that. That's like the manager in that scenario. Like,
anybody can overhear it because he's at the water cooler.
Another person says, "Hey, I'm uncomfortable with that conversation." Everything has changed on that.
So for me, I feel exactly how you feel, Mo. It's not that he did the hooker thing, not that he was talking about it. It's just that other people may perceive that.
Yes.
Other people might be offended by that.
Right.
There could have been a woman that was sold into sex trafficking or something like that, and she heard you say something like that, and maybe she's offended by it.
Right.
Correct.
It's the people that she could. It's the people that he could offend by.
And correct. Yeah. And even though he wasn't talking to that person, if someone overheard that and felt any kind of way about it, that person could go to EEO.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. So that's why I would say to him, I don't care what that was off the job premises. I don't care what you do. However, on the job, if you discuss that, please make sure you're discussing that in private with whoever you're talking to, and not amongst for other people to overhear.
Got you. Mash.
Facts. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to pull homie aside and talk to him. Oh, yo, bro, you bugging out here. You spilling too much tea on the floor, bro. If I walk past you and I heard you talking about your weekend activities, bro, you gotta take it easy because what happened?
Mash, what if it's your brother and you're doing nepotism?
He still got to keep it easy. Like, bro, what you doing out here talking about hookers at the cooler, bro?
Yeah,
like, you doing way too much, bro. Like, if you having a good time, you have a good time. That's great. But not here. Like, you can't talk about that right here. Like right here, you can't talk about that. Nepotism,
not at all.
Good choice of the word, by the way. That was really genius.
It is a cool down period, so you can't get.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm giving you a props.
I did want to ask in this scenario, in that water cooler scenario, it's not like it's overheard. You're the only kind of witness to that conversation.
No. If he's talking about a water cooler, everybody goes to the water cooler. That's the generalization.
I'm thinking that this was a bit private. Like he ain't spilling it to everybody.
In my mind, he got to be saying it to somebody for you to overhear it.
Yeah, like he's saying it to one person, not like a work area. Everybody's kind of just around and all that. Like a call center.
The water cooler's in the middle of the work floor, bro. It's in the middle of the work floor.
I thought it was a bit more private than that, but okay.
Because in this instance, you're the person who's around, right? You're the person who's around to overhear it. That makes you're the by party. Now you're the one who's involved to have to.
But somebody else could overheard it too. Like maybe the person before me heard it.
Yeah,
you know.
Right. I mean, for me, in my opinion, I would definitely go to Pete and tell Pete that that's inappropriate conversation for work. Right. And just like Boogie, I would find out the information on this hooker and find out where the location is and ask, was it good? Was it worth it? I would ask those questions.
You better stop before y'all find out Pete was hanging out with Mr. C. It was
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You should not be talking.
That's not nice.
But then I would warn Pete that is not allowed on the work floor. Do not engage in that conversation on the work floor, Pete. Okay? All right. All right. Also, so you're still a manager, right?
Right.
Now you guys are basically you're walking the work floor, you're walking in the office, you're talking to the people. All of a sudden you see Tiffany. Right? Notice I'm giving names. Right? Tiffany, right? Got you, Tiff. This other Tiffany.
Chili.
It's got cool. Tiffany is usually like a blonde, you know what I'm saying? So Tiffany shows up at work and shit. She's dressed inappropriately.
She late.
Just like our Tiffany. Hold up.
How inappropriate is inappropriate? This one,
she's wearing like a crop top and shit. You know what I'm saying? Her bra is showing a little bit under.
Is there a uniform? Is there a uniform for this place?
She should be dressed in slacks and a button now. But today
it's a strictly formal dress code. Today is
casual Friday. And Tiffany decided to come in dressed like a slut. Okay.
Whoa. What does the handbook say? What does the handbook say?
I apologize.
What does the handbook say? Employee
She came in dressed inappropriately. Okay.
What does the handbook say? What does the handbook say? What does the inappropriate mean in the handbook?
Today's casual
so
Friday.
I'm gonna talk about that.
Today's casual Friday. How do you like? I mean, I feel like it's different for men and women as well. So I mean, I feel like the answer is going to be very different. But Mo, let me hear what you have to say.
So I'm gonna address Tiffany. I'm gonna go with we have a dress code policy, and I'm gonna go with the dress code policy over to Tiffany and say, according to the dress code policy, Tiffany, you know, you have on a tube top, which is inappropriate. So I'm gonna have to either ask you to go home and change, either go somewhere and get a shirt or change. If it's a male, what has happened to me, if it's a male manager or so, they would come to me as their colleague and say, hey, Monique, Mo, I feel inappropriate, I don't want to cross any boundaries and go to this particular, because she's a female. Do you mind addressing it for me? And then I've done that as well.
Mo, let me ask you a question. Wait. Mo, what's an inappropriate garment that a man could wear?
Shorts,
tight ass,
shorts. Yeah, shorts. You can. Or
hanging your pants off your ass.
Right. Yeah, wearing your pants off your ass, or even sweatpants. That mean, or sweat. I mean, you could sweatpants depending on what the sweatpants look at. So
that show what you're working with, right?
Right. So if that's the case, right. I may ask my or it depends. Like if you're at like so that I would say shorts, sweatpants. Or like a tank top. You can't wear a tank top.
But Mo, she's gonna tell. Well, so Tiffany is gonna be like, well, today is casual Friday, okay? And there are no rules as far as what we're supposed to wear. Like, there's no guidelines.
No. I presented her with the code book, so you can't tell me there's no guideline. Did we have a specific dress code? And I'm presenting
the handbook.
And in the handbook it says no.
But it don't say no crops. It says no flip flops.
No flip. Yes, my code. I can. It says no flip flops. It says it shows you no shorts. It has pictures of the person, like a visual, so you know that you cannot wear a crop top. Not only that, at where I work, you're going into people's homes. You cannot wear that, and you can't wear that. And I'm going to dress it with the code book, straight like that. Okay. So you have two choices. You can either go home for the day, or go to a store and buy a shirt to put over your.
You're 100% right. That's it.
That's two things that you could do, and that's it. Those are your two options. You can leave for the day or proceed to buy a shirt and put on for the rest of the day.
Well, let me ask you a question though. Mo, if she leaves for the day, will it be followed up by corrective action or no?
It depends. Maybe if it's her first time, maybe not. We'll just say that we sent her home, so no, it may not be followed with it, because maybe it could be a newer staff who said, I was really unaware. It depends on what that conversation is like. Right. First time offense. So the first time offense, and even if you're doing a write-up, the first offense is to have a verbal conversation, which I'm having with that individual. So I had a verbal conversation with, right. So if it happens again, then I'm gonna follow with an email and say, on such and such a date, you had this on, we had a verbal conversation. It's now happening again. I'm following up in an email. But this is our second time we had the discussion about your dress code.
That's what's up.
This actually happened to me.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, Shake. I don't want to interrupt.
No, go ahead. No. I wasn't going to.
This actually happened to me. So I was working for a pharmaceutical company, and they flew the top educators out to work at MD Anderson to do like some education. So we all had different shifts. So some people had the day shift, some people had night shift. I went in at night. I had on a work suit, and I had on this shirt that it was like it goes around your neck. It was like a halter top, and the back was out. The back was out, but I had on a blazer. Right? Mm-hmm. Yes. So you can't tell, but if I wanted to go out after work or whatever, it's a cute outfit, but it was very professional. It was like nice slacks, a blazer, and then this shirt. So I felt like my boss was a hater on me. She was upset that I got that position, or that I was chosen, because I don't think she valued me as a worker. So while we were there and we were educating, the hospital staff, she pulls me to the side once it's over, and she's like, I'm going to ask you to go home now because your bra is showing in your shirt, and I think it's very inappropriate. And
you got a picture of the shirt? I want to see.
I don't have it on me right now. And I could find it, but and I can post it. But it's a black shirt. It's not see-through or anything like that. I think
so. Like I said, TJ was the inappropriate employee.
But I wasn't.
She was being a hater, huh? She was being a hater, huh? Yo, chicks always think they female supervisors.
Was that your first offense?
They always think they hating.
I feel like being sent home was a bit extreme. That could have been a verbal.
No, you have to send the person
back to the hotel.
You have to send the person home. Yeah, remember, even if the first time.
No, like
right. Well, yeah, and like in my situation, we tell the person you can go change or go home for the day.
You have to address the issue.
Yeah. We give you the option to tell you. Yeah, you have to.
I did want to say.
It's so funny because on Friday, one of the deputies came to me and she said, Monique, somebody on your side is so crazy. She said, somebody on your side I heard has a halter top. I'm like, what? So I walked the floor because the deputies will sometimes tell the managers, like, so I walked the floor, but I didn't see anybody. I said, I honestly don't see anybody with a halter top. And I walked, and she was like, okay, cool. She was like, I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. So it happens. And if I saw that, I would have to go up to the person.
There's some haters in this room.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Haters.
Oh, she had a halter top on.
Biggest snitches. Being an office show, biggest snitches, yo. They love snitching. You got some people that come to the office every day just to tell.
Just to tell and be up in everybody else's business.
Yeah,
but if their existence is to be understand what everybody. That's why I'm so glad about this work from home shit. But anyway,
and it depends on the job that you do, because sometimes even when females wearing tights, like me personally, I just feel like you should wear certain things to work. That's just my personal opinion. Like
I feel like tights might be because you could have like regular slacks or jeans that could be still considered the same thing depending on a person's like size or
body size. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Max, what was you about to say? Oh wait, you talking Boogie?
Yeah, I want to just point out something that I guess low key, I guess it wasn't talked about. It probably is covered in handbooks, but I always think about like symbolism. Like, a lot of companies don't have like
that's discussed in my handbook.
Yeah, but I always think about like symbolism, like labels and certain things. Like, obviously everyone's more sensitive nowadays, so certain symbols or brands or whatever can be offensive. For example, someone can be very sensitive to whatever branding Trump may have for whatever reason they have, and it's like that may be considered legitimate, even though one person can be like, "Yo, that's nothing."
Discussed, yes, that's discussed in my handbook as well.
Yes, Mo, your handbook has that covered.
I'm telling you, they don't play. They don't play.
Here's the thing. Yo, my thing is, I don't feel like all everything is covered in the handbook sometimes.
Not everything.
And sometimes it's just like, common sense. Like, come on, this is inappropriate. Right. And even though it's not outlined in the handbook, I'm telling you right now that you can't wear this. And they need to understand that.
But what if they have like an equal argument, similar to them just saying like, yo, this is harmless, like factually.
I feel what you're saying, but you're causing
remember, you can say that you're feeling it's inappropriate, but it may not be factually inappropriate.
No,
it's factually
in terms of like
it's factually inappropriate, and you're causing a disturbance on the workplace. Straight like that.
Okay, I hear that.
I feel like common sense ain't common. All right,
Agreed.
I feel like handbooks are necessary to establish guidelines. All right, I don't want. I think it's really important to make sure we understand what perspective we're looking at this from. Right. If I made my own business, I had my own brand, I had my own business model in place, I would have to have a handbook in place that covers shit like that. Because I want to make sure I'm protecting my business. I want this business to continue and thrive. I'm not gonna allow somebody to come in with their titties out and jeopardize my business because
it's distract me, nigga. I tell you that.
Yo, bro, it's gonna happen.
I'm supposed to get work then.
Unless that's the business. Unless that's the business. Unless that's the business.
It's sophisticatedly ratchet. I can't wait to make a baby.
How am I supposed to get work?
I mean, because I'm not gonna lie to you.
My productivity would sink, bro.
There's nothing more distracting than a nipple ring. All right, a nipple ring is one of the most distracting things you can put in front of me.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I just feel like for Flash just said, it's distracting. Like, how you gonna get work done and I'm out here?
If you see the nipple ring, okay, that's
So that's it. So let me give you a different scenario. Not TJ. Sorry, Tiffany's wearing no bra.
Why she gotta be Tiffany though? I can't stand
you. All you can see is her nipple
all the fun
rings
girls' names are Tiffany.
All you can see, they are
all the fun girls.
They are. But
Tiffany's the company's jump off.
You can see Tiffany's nipple rings on her shirt, bro.
Jump off.
I said this Tiffany, not any Tiffany I know.
No, you can see Tiffany.
Not every Tiffany I know.
Fuck you. Fuck y'all, okay?
Oh my god!
You can see Tiffany's nipple rings through her shirt, her little t-shirt, and she's not wearing a bra. She has very perky breasts. It's not like they're hanging or nothing. They're not crazy, but the nipple rings have definition. Do you have to approach? Do you still have to approach Tiffany?
Hands off
about
her.
her.
I'm talking to HR.
That's tricky.
I'm not gonna talk to Tiffany, but I'm damn sure gonna talk to HR. I'll be like, yo, HR, Tiffany out here distracting me. I can't do my
wallet.
You don't have to discuss the nipple ring per se, but you can say, the shirt that you have on.
I need them to understand exactly what I'm concerned about.
She can have on could pretty much be a distraction. It wouldn't
you gotta
know.
Yo, bro.
That's why.
I feel like she'd have to have like that jacket, like a slack jacket to kind of cover that shirt. That's the only way that could like rock.
Yo, Mash, I agree with you. I'm gonna go into HR and I'm gonna sit down and say, listen, I'm gonna say Monday she came in with the angel joint. Tuesday she came in with the bar. Wednesday she came on with the half moon crescent circle.
Yeah.
And Friday, what she?
It was a paper clip. It was a paper clip. It was a paper clip on Friday.
All right. God damn, this is distracting. Okay.
Yo,
you see, my productivity has tanked for the week.
All my the whole week. All my
my god.
I haven't read the Trello board.
Oh my god.
This is freaking ridiculous.
My cards are outdated. I got Johnny calling me every week from accounting.
You got to do something about this.
That is tricky though, because I'm thinking about a tongue ring as well. A tongue ring can be considered distracting. In that
I'm going straight to HR, dog. I'm going straight to HR. I'm pointing her out. I'm pointing her out.
Tongue ring.
If
can you force somebody to take out a tongue ring?
I'm checking the handbook.
I don't think so.
It could be considered distracting depending on how she talks, how often the person's talking.
So. Mash is talking shit. Mash is gonna holler at Tiffany. That's what he's
doing. What I'm gonna do?
He's gonna holler at Tiffany. He ain't gonna say shit else.
First of all,
but if Tiffany curve her, then he gonna snitch.
If I'm the manager, I'm not saying
you can't do that.
I'm not saying
do that.
You're the manager.
You can. Here's my thing.
If I see it first, I gotta say something. All right. If I see it first, I gotta. If somebody else sees it and then they bring it to my attention, then I gotta go say something. I gotta go say something. Tiffany's a problem. She's distracting staff. I didn't say that she distract me. She didn't distract me. She's out here distracting staff.
Other people are bothered by this.
So we gotta address this.
How many? Also realness though. How many people are always I ain't going front. When I went to visit my workplace, I did encounter some kind of office snitching, which I thought kind of died, but it's still there. I was like, yeah, whatever. But y'all still encounter that, like people still snitching like that on the regular.
Yeah, things get back to out. I have reps that work for me.
People still be
man. People snitches don't die.
And it's not even that they snitch, but this is what I find is the issue. It's not even that people snitch. People talk too much. So with the talking of too much,
they run their mouth. They don't got nothing else to talk about.
It comes out like if
should
somebody
just slipping.
Like right now we can't work from home, but allegedly with some people that was, that I guess people was aware that was maybe once a week working from home. And then those people telling other people it came back.
Everybody trying to fuck you, bro.
Right.
I love.
He said that, man.
I love these little office scenarios I keep making up. Anybody else got something on this?
What an office scenario?
I like this little office. I'm gonna do another office scenario.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I feel like I have an office scenario. Can I jump in?
No. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
All right, I gotta do this so I don't snitch. Shit.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right, so we got a scenario. So we at work. We all, we managers. It's we having a business meeting. It's not it's a regular work day, but we're having a particular business meeting. We're going over a new procedure that the team is going to be implementing. We go over a new system that that we're going to be using. Just the kind of ins and outs and all that. So. It's a PowerPoint presentation. We're all sitting together. We're all listening at the same time. So we have a little intermission, and we start having a conversation. And it's just a few coworkers, and just a casual, regular conversation. They've been working together for about 6 years, and they start having a conversation like, "Yeah, I've been dating this other coworker, and I used to mess around with that other guy." Now I am unsure of how to. I always kind of mind my business in regard to kind of personal relationships in the workplace. However, in terms of management positions, I'm not sure how to kind of react to that when people are openly kind of doing that. So that is the question I wanted to ask in terms of dating within the workplace.
So, you skipping ahead right now. You skipping ahead.
Okay, okay. We in this PowerPoint presentation, but it's like they were comfortable enough to have that in terms of talking about kind of flings that they had within the workplace.
Okay.
So flings and past flings.
So I can say this. So first of all, people always tell you can't date in the workplace. However, you're around these individuals a lot, so it's bound to happen. And you can date in the workplace,
but
right?
not in
the issue is when you date your subordinate. So a supervisor dating a worker, or a manager dating the supervisor that they directly supervise, meaning that they're directly under me and I'm dating that person. That is where it gets tricky, because now it becomes, it's favoritism, or I don't have to do that. But if you're dating somebody,
that's nepotism.
That's nepotism.
I mean, or it's just evidence of it because of that specific relationship.
Yes, it's a form.
That could be a form of nepotism. You definitely get a point.
All right. So thank you, Boogie, for pushing me further into the episode already. God damn it, I don't know why I let you do that. Anyhow, next, let me do the next scenario. Okay, so the next scenario is this motherfucker Antoine. This nigga Antoine. This motherfucker Antoine, that is my boy right there. Okay, Antoine is a great fucking worker, but Antoine fucks bitches at work, and I know he fucks these bitches at work. Okay, because last week he fucked Pam. Okay, not last week. Months ago he fucked Pam. We all know that they look like they're.
How you know? Shit. Don't say we all know. How you know?
The last few months, we know Antoine has been fucking with Pam. Okay, we know this for the last few months.
How you know? He told y'all.
After office parties, we always see him together. We always see him together.
He's a good friend.
I don't mean nothing. Yeah, they could be just cool people.
The other day, Trisha, right? Trisha's we find out that Trisha fucked Antoine last weekend. Okay, Trisha fucked Antoine. Okay, and Pam knows.
How we know?
Because the whole office know about it. You know, the office snitch came to you.
Everybody know that they had
the office snitch came to you. Let's just say the office snitch name is Troy, right? And he comes inside the office, right?
It was like they were all at a party at a house.
Yo, guess
locked themselves up in a room.
Right? He told you
knew it went down. You knew it went down.
You know the shit went down. You know that Trisha fucked Antoine, and you can see that and you can visually see that there's tension between Pam and Trisha at work. You can see this shit. Like the shit is just like you can sell it can blow up at any minute. Right. What is your next step?
Can I? I'm sorry, ladies. Y'all want this because I got to jump in. First off, we need to get to the actual problems in this scenario. Trisha and Troy, they fucking the game up right now in terms of not.
Troy is the snitch. We're talking about Antoine.
Yeah, Antoine is a good man. He ain't doing nothing. He's doing his job, minding his business. Ain't nothing going wrong until this individual comes in and starts spreading slander about alleged activities that this person Antoine be performing.
Fucking Troy.
Where's the evidence? Where I'm just supposed to believe this person, and then all of a sudden Pam, innocent, just wonderful worker, all of a sudden has issues with this person because of what Troy. I'm just saying the problem is this person spreading slander, not my man.
So the scenario is he's messing with more than one female at the job.
And Troy snitched.
Yeah. Antoine sleeping with more than one female, and Troy comes and tells you what's going on, so you're aware of what the issue is because he can see the tension as well. That's why he came to you to inform you. Yo, you better watch out there. Some shit could go down.
I'm here to save you.
Exactly.
So it's kind of twofold because it's nothing that transpired on the workplace right now. Nothing that transpired.
Nothing happened. It's just.
However, I might. Tension. So what I would do is I would have to bring in Antoine, and Antoine might lie, but I would bring in Antoine and say, hey, I'm hearing, that this is going on and this may cause a conflict. And he may say, yeah, I am. At that point, it would have to be a conversation about, okay, maybe somebody needs to be moved to another side or something like that. But if I'm not, but like I said, if it really didn't happen on the workplace, there's really not much I can do but have a conversation about it. And that depends if the person is open with me. He could deny it and say, oh, no, that didn't happen. And I have to leave it there. And then if something does escalate on the work, let's say it comes out, then I would have the autonomy at that point to, now I'm going to have to move you to a different site because now it's hurt. Go ahead, TJ.
I was just going to say the only thing that I would have an issue with is them telling people that they're together, because I feel like when you're in a job, you can't really be dating your boss. You know what I'm saying? So you have to automatically, I appreciate the people that are like just really transparent about it so that you can move me. Like, let me go to another department where I'm not under your management anymore. Because when people break up, is that drama?
But none of these,
you get
none
a promotion.
They're all workers though, TJ. All of them are workers.
Well,
they all work for me.
Well, then
I'm
you can't help that. I don't
how
know.
do you fix it? That's my question.
Well, I really can't fix it. I can't fix it because there's nothing against you dating each other. Y'all could date each other. However, the only thing that I can say as a manager is please don't bring the drama to the workplace. Once it becomes an issue, and you bring issue to the workplace, I'm going to have to address that, and somebody got to go.
You got to give it a
my job.
At my job, you got to give it
a handbook. At my hospital,
Troy is the villain.
You got to give it a choice. He's a hater. He's a hater, bro. He's a hater, bro. All he had to do was mind his business. Niggas out here eating, bro. Everybody eating good, bro. He over there hungry in the corner with his little plate. Like,
yo, that motherfucker coming pissed off. Somebody gotta go.
There's only those type niggas. Fuck that. Yo, fire him. Call HR on him.
He coming, he pissed off. He gonna tell on somebody.
Word, write him up.
I ain't gonna lie though. I don't like a tattletale type of nigga.
Nah, who like a tattletale nigga?
I feel like if you legitimately have a problem and it's really affecting you, that's something to communicate. But if you just don't like somebody and you kind of telling it to kind of like get at somebody, that's just I feel like you can tell that energy sometimes in certain situations. In the workplace, and I feel like
you have to take all of these things seriously when people come to you in HR. You have to take it seriously. You can't be like I'm second guess the person coming forward.
I'm not saying.
And then he could just say, "I told him," and something happened. He can say he told you.
In that scenario you just gave, if I went to HR and like, yo, this nigga Troy out here just told me that my man out here sliced homegirl, and he's telling everybody he sliced homegirl. Mm-hmm. How HR gonna break that down? How HR gonna be like, well, let me go talk to Troy and tell him stop being a bitch.
Stop talking about your dick.
Is that how HR supposed to address that?
No, but that's not the problem. The problem is the fact that even though Antoine, you can't make Antoine stop fucking the girls in the
correct.
Exactly. But the problem is
prove that he kind of did.
You do not want this issue between Trisha and Pam to turn into something out of control. You know what I'm saying? In your office. So you have to find a way to mitigate the situation or maybe mediate the situation in order for that
But that's why I have to call in Antoine. Right. Antoine,
so it doesn't blow up into something crazy.
Antoine, listen. This is what I'm hearing. I don't care what you do in your personal time, Antoine. However, once this comes to the judge, I'm letting you know I will be moving.
Antoine's an innocent victim.
I'm not
nothing wrong.
Yo, Antoine has done no wrong in my eyes. I'm gonna be honest.
I've been blaming Troy this whole time. Y'all just been blaming
Troy. All this doing is getting Antoine more pussy. That's all it's doing because the chicks is in the cut like, oh.
Am I the only one? Am I the only one? And wait. My question is,
I don't get chance because of this dude. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Am I the only one?
Yeah. HR wrote him up last week for coming into the sweatpants. You know that nigga wild on a motorcycle. What's this on a motorcycle? This nigga Antoine. Yo,
am I the only one who thinks Antoine has to go? I think
you don't only
Antoine that's why I said Antoine would have to.
I want to have fun with Antoine first. Then
once again,
Antoine sounds like a cool nigga. He's not a nigga I want to go party with.
I want some too now.
I fuck with Antoine too, but I'm gonna let him know that you gotta go right now.
Commodity.
You gotta go. Like I'm gonna move you to a different apartment. I'm gonna put you on the detail for the week.
Yeah, we definitely don't need
to go. Nah, fuck all that.
I'm gonna look at productivity. If Antoine's dick game is boosting productivity for the team, Antoine stays.
As a manager, you're a good assessment.
It's not.
As a manager, that is a very good assessment.
You go take a look at the productivity.
Antoine's dick game is.
I'm about the numbers.
I'm numbers this week, boss. So we're looking good, Antoine. Looking real.
Look at these bitches in competition. Look at them in competition, trying to outdo each other.
They've been working so hard, Antoine, since his rivalry.
They both Trisha and Pam trying to outdo each other. They're trying to be
30% efficiency on both sides.
Pam got employee of the month.
Whatever. Next question.
We're gonna enter with the burner question.
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your burner cards out. For anybody who doesn't know, if you are new to this, or anybody who doesn't know, get your life, bro. You don't know what burner questions are? Yo, burner questions are signature to the SR podcast, in which I ask a question and you can answer with one of three responses: yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet? Everybody knows what yes and no is, but the sophisticatedly ratchet is the more complicated answers. Sometimes, there's gray between the black and white. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's going to be a next shirt. The sophisticatedly ratchet, the gray between the black and white. Or we call it sophisticatedly ratchet, the gray area. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I like that. I'm putting that into fruition. Y'all want that on bucket hats?
Yo, bucket hats.
What's
I like
phrase?
that. Sophisticatedly ratchet, the gray area. Anyhow, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So the question that I have,
I like that a lot.
The question.
Nigga, stop laughing about the damn question.
Say that again, Mash.
I
like that a lot.
I like that a lot.
All right, so brother, question. Do you tell your partner if you have a work wife or work husband? Yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet? Very simple question, ladies and gentlemen. Do you tell your partner if you have a work wife or work husband? Okay. We gotta know from Mo and Mash. We have a yes for sure from TJ, and we got sophisticated ratchet from Sly Boogie and Fly.
I'm both into this. Yeah, I'm kind of.
You're both. Whatever, so you're gonna say sophisticatedly ratchet. You're gonna say sophisticatedly ratchet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the note. Nah, nada. Mash, why will you not tell your partner about your work wife?
Mo, your work husband is Shamar.
Well, that's not my work husband used to be.
You're on mute.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, no, you wasn't on mute, TJ. Go ahead.
No, I wanted to hear more about Shamar.
Go ahead, Mo.
No, Shamar's not. Shamar. First of all, Shamar's not my work husband. That's my brother. So let's get very clear and clarity about that. That's my bro. I had a work husband when I was in the relationship, and it just caused unnecessary. I mean, I feel like it would cause.
So, what was a work husband to you?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
that's the next
question. To you? What was the relationship like as a work husband?
Nothing. Like we would go very rare. We would go in the field together, but we would always joke like, oh, and I'd be like, oh, you cheating on me with so and so. We would all eat lunch together. You know what I mean? It was me and another girl named Gabby. We would always joke around. I'd be like, she was like, well, Mo, I don't know, because he was eating lunch with me last night. Oh, you were with her last night. Like, we would really legit play like that. Like, but that's as far that's the extent that it would go. That's why I said it feels.
That's not my definition of a work husband, but okay,
but that's what I'm saying. For me, that's why I said no, because there's nothing substantial there for me to tell my spouse about.
To tell anything, because it's just a game. A work husband is not like we're in a real relationship.
All right, look. You bugging. I'm not volunteering no information.
That's why I said no.
Yeah, I feel like it's not important for me to let none of that spread for no reason. I'm at work. This is what I do when I'm at work. Okay, this is my place of business. All right, this is where I bring home the money here. Okay, whatever I do here is done here for a reason. Okay,
whether you eat lunch every day with Adrian, that got nothing to do with anything.
I like the way I'm bringing the money here. You gotta understand, I'm doing this for a reason. I like that.
This is for us. All right,
making sacrifices.
All right, so there's no reason for me to have to introduce you to nobody other than
the check
when I get home.
Right, the check. Right, I like that. Introduce me to the check.
That's it.
So what? Let me go to TJ, and I'm taking over for Shake briefly. Because you said, "What's your definition of a work husband?" I'm not. It ain't that serious.
Yeah, see, that's not a work husband. No. What you said is, you actually joke about him being your work husband. For me, no. I'll joke about this man being my work husband, but me and him work together. We are efficient. We may argue on topics, things that like a husband and wife would do. He got my back, I got his back. You know what I mean? Like that's my ace. And I would just call him my work husband. I would never like say, oh, he's cute. And oh, you cheating on me with that. We would never have that type of conversation. And I wouldn't feel insecure. I wouldn't feel insecure about sharing that with my partner. So yes, I would tell my partner because it's nothing, He knows that we're productive, we're making money, we're killing it in the industry, and that's what's up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, TJ. Look, I'm borrowing.
But I also don't consider that a work husband either.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't consider that a work husband. There's no.
But I will call him my work husband because we argue like husband and wife. That's how. Okay. That's how it works.
I can kind of see that.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna use Mash thing. I'm gonna piggyback off of you, TJ, because I want to swap work. Like wife husband stories with a chick I'm dealing with, because I'm not a real jealous person, so I feel like it's okay to go have your work husband and shit. Go talk all that shit, dumb shit. Let me go have a work.
But you're not having sex with him.
No, yeah, I'm not having
Right.
sex with her. No, I'm not having sex with her. But it's fine because my thing is this: I get to come back to my shorty and we get to joke about that shit. Like, guess what kind of pants she had on today? Yo, her ass was looking real good. And I would love that shit. Just to be honest, yeah, I want to have that type of open, cool dialogue because I'm not afraid of that shit. It's cool. I feel like it keeps it interesting. It keeps shit fun. I'm not so restrictive in the sense.
And I think
I want to be able to tell her that shit, even so that's why I say sophisticatedly ratchet, because I don't know if a lot of women can want to handle maybe those type of talks, but I'm saying in a world where it's like, it's fun and it's not about like being jealous and shit. Like I want to swap those stories.
Ooh.
And I think the work husband and work or one maybe, so either the work wife or the work husband, one of the two or maybe both of them are attracted to each other. So
that's what I was gonna say.
Underwear.
That's why I think
Zoom camera.
I'm sophisticated ratchet because I'm like the opposite of Flash, where it's like it depends on like that type of work relationship or whatever. Like if I had a work wife and we was like physically attracted or something like that, I wouldn't be inclined to kind of share that. But if we was just like, if we had like a great work chemistry where we was just mad cool and we joke like that, and we was just talking like that, like, yo, you gonna cheat on me with this other rep, on some joke shit, then I could tell my partner about that because it ain't nothing there. But if there was sudden there, I would never be stupid enough to let that slip. And especially if I was actually doing something clearly in that third category with the actual person that attracted to in terms of actual work wife, keep that private.
You know what I feel? I feel like when you have a work wife or work husband, you spend a lot of time with this person, so you have a lot of stories at work that revolve around this person.
8 hours a
day.
So
if you don't tell you're not, I'm gonna say fully honest with your partner. Yes, she's gonna think you have something to hide. You understand what I'm saying?
For me personally, a lot of people keep work and family separated.
This is not to answer what you were saying, though, Boogie. This is more like what I'm saying as far as my answer to the question. So I would be honest about it. I would tell my wife or my partner, that I have a work wife and shit. And, we always like hang together, And I would even, and if we're so close at work, I would even make this person a part of my regular life. Because I would invite them to like game nights and shit like that.
Birthday parties, kids' birthday parties.
Right. So, but for me, like, in my particular situation, it's not a husband. It's my brother. Like he's met, like he.
I get it.
Yes, that's what I said.
That's why we have different definitions of a house husband and a work husband, not house husband.
Shake, I have 2 questions for you in regard to your answer.
What's
One,
that?
In that scenario, in terms of your energy and in terms of being open, if you was having actual sex with that quote unquote work wife, would you still have that same energy?
She's not a work wife anymore. She's my mistress now. Okay.
And
now you have changed it. Now you have changed the situation. And would I tell my wife about it? I probably won't.
All right. Thank you for that clarification. I did have a second question for you.
She's now not a work.
Definitely not a work wife.
I thought that the title still kind of was kind of the same. Didn't transfer anything. But no, I appreciate the clarification. My second question is in regard to you keeping that same open energy. Being open to kind of like, invite the work wife at that, that proper title to your home. Would your energy be the same, or what would your disposition be if your wife was the complete opposite? Like, yo, I'm keeping my shit separate out. You would never know if she had a work husband, or more importantly, she was fucking him.
I wouldn't know. And she shouldn't be fucking somebody if she has like
but
really
she was
good
like,
friends
yo,
at work. And the nigga, and here's what happens. Sometimes I figure I'm married. I'm gonna have an attractive wife and shit. You're gonna have niggas who gonna be all over her. There's always gonna be niggas who have a little, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta trust your lady. Real shit. If you know 100%. You're dating, if you know you're with an attractive woman, and you know that there's a possibility that this nigga Ralph, who she always makes look like a lame, and she's telling me stories about and shit. Like this nigga right here probably has feelings for her. But you gotta trust that you're laying the dick down right. And Ralph, she know Ralph ain't giving it up like you giving it up. All right. So
I mean, I feel like people go still keep it anyway, but I appreciate your logic regardless.
Okay?
It's all good.
Let's keep it real. And my thing is that I would, and also out in full disclosure, I would never introduce this person to my wife or girlfriend as my work wife. I would not say it's my work wife. I would just say it's a good friend at work. I would never say this is my work wife.
I feel like that goes without saying. Like, no, I don't think anyone says like, yo, this is my work husband or work wife to your actual partner. I hope that was made clear. Like, Shit.
Yeah.
Who actually does that shit?
Shit, I would like to, but whatever.
Like you would like tell your girl like, yo, this is my work husband, and just like I feel like that would mean the most awkward introduction ever. Like I feel bad for that work wife.
You have to have a very open girlfriend. Or
like I said, we're not doing that. All right, y'all all should have just put no. Okay, y'all all agree with me. Let's just move it on. Next
I did not agree with you. Not at all. Okay.
Further question.
All right, next. So are we gonna go to the next question? Or anybody else have anything on this?
No,
all right. So next question. All right, and we're gonna take it to Boogie's question from before. If you're someone's boss, is it okay to date someone who is your subordinate? Yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet?
Let's be honest here.
What industry are you talking about, man?
You have an office, my brother. You're working in an office. No. You're someone's boss. Is it okay to date someone? And everyone said no, nada. I'm gonna go with no as well. And I'm gonna tell y'all why, okay? Because that bitch, she could set me up. And once things go wrong, she's gonna ruin my life.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
let's not even do it like that. Don't even do it like that. Like I feel like the obvious things, there's always gonna be feelings involved on one side of both. And I feel like that's going it's not gonna be professional, it's gonna be personal at a certain point. I feel like that's especially with someone who you have to report to,
right.
Like I don't know.
But here's the thing, though.
Not only that, it is for me, like once somebody finds out about it, that's the wrap, and that's when and I'm not being funny, but that's when the nepotism is going to come into place, because people are now going to say, "Oh, he or she," like let's say for me, I'm using myself. So let's say I'm dating a male that's under me. They're going to say, "Oh, she allows him to take lunch for 2 hours. She does this," So that's when that becomes to come into place, and that is a whole other scenario. That's how EEO gets involved, because another person feels a certain type of way. It's just too much, and I don't have that type of time.
And here's the crazy thing, though, Mo. Their feelings could possibly totally invalid, because the person you're dating could probably be pulling their weight, doing their job, and earning that 2-hour lunch because he gets everything done.
Correct.
You feel what I'm saying?
I agree with you, but because of how somebody else feels,
like someone can still flip that, like, yo, that's abusive. Like, yo, he's taking advantage of her.
I agree with you, Shake, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Because of how somebody else feels, if they find out, they have the autonomy to go to EOU, and you're like, what? So it just causes unnecessary drama for no reason.
Yeah,
somebody's hating or feel some type of way.
I feel what you're saying. What was you saying? What was you saying, Boogie?
Nah, pretty much what Mo said. There's nothing good come from that.
Absolutely. Who else got something for this right here? Well, we got a few no's in here. Why Flash? We haven't heard from you in a little while. Why no?
No, you did.
Why absolutely not?
No, it's unfair. I mean, just to mirror everybody's point, I feel like I'm already in the industry where I don't see people that look like me enough in forms of like management and power like that. So just to understand, like, the bosses, whatever. What was it, like a girl or a niece or whatever? Who they dating? Somebody they dating? You said somebody that they dating, right?
Yeah. No. They date somebody in the office. They're subordinate. Somebody they are in charge of.
Right. Directly reporting.
Yeah.
Does distance play a factor? Like I'm thinking of, like, let's say I'm a manager for an office in Seattle, but I got someone working remotely and whatever, and it's like I'll visit her maybe once. Let's say New York, I visit her like once every 6 months, something like that. Could that be considered?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with that, Boogie. The thing is, that would lead to less talk in the office, and no one is going to feel anything because they know about it. Now, that's a whole other story. But however, you're still leaving yourself vulnerable, because if she starts fucking up, or you guys break up and then she starts fucking up, now you have to take some sort of action against her. Now she can hold it against you.
She ain't going to work. She's like, fuck you. I'm coming in late. I'm not doing my report.
And let me add, I agree. And let me add this caveat to it. For instance, the only way that I can see that actually working is if both people are open and saying, listen, I really have feelings for you and you really have feelings for me. One of us gotta move. So that conversation needs to be held. If it's that serious and you legitimately know you're gonna be with that person, that would be the next caveat to allow it to continue to work. Somebody has to go. you know, and you guys can make a decision about that, right?
Or the position just has to change.
The position, right? Correct.
Subordinate
Somebody has to transfer or something like that, because once you know that the feelings are really there, that's the next discussion that should happen, and that's just being open, you know, so that you can, you know, yes, we know we have a feeling for each other. We know we cannot continue it how we are right now. So let's have a discussion on who's going to move or maneuver or whatever.
Yeah, it just looks bad too, and I feel like everybody in the office is gonna like scrutinize exactly all the interactions between y'all, and they're gonna know like whether, or they're gonna assume like certain things are just favoritism or certain things are just like, you know,
even if it was casual, they would still have the same assumptions too.
Correct.
Like even if there was no feelings there, but if there was knowledge of it, there's always going to be that presumption, I guess, or energy. I feel you. Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. Mash, how you feel about dating subordinates at work, bro?
I think it's a no-go because you're gonna put the company at risk. You're gonna put the company at risk. I feel like most times those situations don't end well. I remember when I was in Home Depot. Excuse me. I remember one of the supervisors was dating. Well, she was just mixy, right? She was just mixy.
Yeah.
And,
I know what that means.
You know, she was just mixy, and you know, she would just deal with different dudes. And I saw how that came. It didn't work out for her over time because they would manipulate her, like, you know, and like request time off, and you know, it wound up looking crazy for her when niggas had to review the paperwork. At the end of the day, it was like, yo, how you giving all these niggas days off? We ain't got nobody on staff. She wound up fucking her position. So I was like, that was a prime example of how you can get done with people who take advantage of you, being their supervisor, you know, and having those intimate relationships. But yeah, that's a no-no for the most part. Most times it don't come out. Most people don't come out clean when they have those type of situations. So that's an automatic no.
Yo, okay. All right, so let's do another question right quick. We're gonna do one last question though, because this is actually gonna be a second episode. We have a lot more questions. All right, by the way, so we're gonna do one more question right quick. Okay,
that's nepotism right there, bro. Trying to
your boy. That's not nepotism. You get no point. But anyway, I
get a point.
Word, you definitely got your point.
Do it, Mo.
You got your point.
Okay,
I
got your point. My bad, Mo.
All right. So you're at work and shit, right? You're the boss, right? And one of your boys, he worked for you. Y'all niggas hang out on regular and shit, you know. And y'all got a major report due this weekend, like this week right here. But you know that your boy is gearing up to go to fucking Atlanta Carnival, right? He gearing up. He getting his you know for a fact because he hit you up a few times and you told him, nah, you know, it's a very important weekend shit. And now, you know, he puts in for the day off and you deny that shit because you're like, yo, nigga, we got this really important. I need you to figure it out. Like switch your days around or something. But we got this really important report due this weekend. I
just want to confirm. He talked about taking the day off.
Yeah, you guys are friends.
He couldn't do it.
You told him he couldn't. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And now he
let him know it was not a possibility. Okay.
You denied the paperwork right there. You denied it. You know what I'm saying?
So he put in his actual request. You my
nigga. Like this nigga calls out. This nigga calls out for the whole fucking week. He don't show up now. And you got this important thing due, and this is your boy. Okay? This is your boy. You guys are friends. And you knew he was going to Atlanta. He been told you was going to Atlanta. Right?
He calls out for 5 consecutive business days. I just want to confirm from Monday to Friday.
He calls out for the whole week now.
What's his name?
Instead of taking Thursday, Friday, he takes the whole week. And then when you ask him, when you like, what the fuck, Gilly? Like, I'm not feeling well. Okay. Now, my question is,
okay.
And it's a holiday weekend too. Okay. So he's coming back
Memorial Day weekend.
When he comes back on Tuesday, are you writing his ass up?
Yeah. I just want to reconfirm, my guy. You said he called out for the entire week, or just
he called out the entire week? You denied him for
Friday.
You denied him Friday, so he called out for the entire week.
So
Monday through Friday. I just want to confirm.
Question. Yes, it's a whole week.
Okay, I just want to make sure we get that right.
Wait, but I want to ask a question. So he had the discussion with you. He stated he's going to Miami Carnival.
In passing, in Atlanta.
Okay, in Atlanta, excuse me. Although there was a special project, could he not have completed that prior to his departure? That's what I'm asking. There's no way that he could.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not completed. It's not completed. You need it completed. He has to stay. You need to stay and complete it. I need you to push your tickets back or whatever.
So what I'm asking is, could you have asked him and said, "Hey, listen, I need this to be completed before you leave. I know you want to go there, but I need you to do this before you leave." Was that part of the discussion?
I mean, you know what? I think that might be part of the discussion. So
I'm gonna be honest, nigga. At this point, nigga, the nigga just got to be a man and take his right up, bro. I don't give a fuck if we boys or not, bro. If we talking about work,
that's true.
I understand how to separate.
But if you're producing your work, what's the issue?
Right. If he does it before he leaves, right? If he does it before he leaves, then we Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
However, because I know it's me too, but and that's what it is. If
even if you do have a project, you still have to show up to your job. So
I feel like TJ is right on the money with that. I take that friend boy shit right out the window in terms of that situation. Like if he called out for 5 days, that's why I'll make sure I confirm that he literally called out 5 days. I'd be like, all right,
40 hours.
Do you have documentation showing that you were sick? Like what, if he's legit,
you know I wasn't sick. Fuck my face, yo.
If you have a doctor's note,
if he gonna look like fuck you over like on some Monday through Friday shit, then he got to come through with like legit documentation.
But like Flash said, I agree.
Then it's like some handbook.
Honestly, what Flash said, he got to be a man and take his write-up. Because the thing is,
that's more than right. 5 days called out,
and you declined it. If you declined it prior to his departure, and he knew it was declined, and still chose to go out, and that happened to me one time on my job too, and that's fine. And the person came back to a write-up. Absolutely, sure did.
Mo, in that situation that Shake provided, like I'm the manager. This person told me prior that they wanted to take off for this particular weekend. I told them that there's not going to be a possibility. They put in the request. Let's say they did it on time, 2 weeks in advance.
Official.
And it was denied. We told them that we're not, no one could take off. He called out Monday through Friday. That is a pattern of things going on where if that documentation don't match up with that sickness, I feel like he should go.
Now my
situations
you know he ain't sick, nigga. You know he ain't sick.
But
you got pictures of him on a gram in Atlanta.
Got to go because that's not your boy no more.
Living his best life.
Like that ain't your boy.
Not going back and forth, but you.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy to like do.
I just don't understand why he couldn't do it if you knew in advance. Why he couldn't do the project prior?
All I'm saying, so to be honest, Boogie, that's incorrect. Like at real big companies, if you have a doctor's note and it's a real legit doctor,
you can't do nothing about it.
If it's legitimate documentation,
you can't do anything about it.
You can't.
Yeah, if it's legitimate documentation. So I could have went to. So I could have went to Carnival, but told my doctors that I'm depressed and I need, something or whatever. And I go.
I mean, there's more to it than that because if it like how Facebook and just social media is, if there was ever any photo that caught you having fun like that, you're dead in the water in terms of trying to claim depression.
Nah, she was depressed.
Yeah, I mean, I was depressed, and that's why I need to go.
I see you at a party. That does not.
That's treatment for depression.
And
people that are depressed stay in the house.
Who's to say?
People that are depressed.
Who's to say I can't be depressed while I'm out at this event? Like
yes.
I can put on a good show.
It's a treatment for it.
This specific scenario where there's a specific project due, and I literally got evidence of 2 conversations taking place prior. And you
plus you got the
IG.
Plus you got the IG of him in Atlanta too.
And it's like you can use those patterns to.
Yeah, he your friend, nigga.
I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of company could accept that, especially for 5 days.
And that's what people need to do. If you're gonna do that, you block you should be blocking the person that you're calling out from and do your business. But people, you got to be smart.
I'm just saying, I feel like 2 days, 3 days calling out. I feel like that's extreme. But for an entire week where you just you're supposed to be called in for the week and you don't show up, I don't know. That's wild.
I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. Like if that was my boy, bro, I'll just be like, why didn't you call me, bro? We could have both been out for the week, nigga. Like that's not my nigga. If like
exactly
like had you do the report by yourself.
I don't know.
He been told you about it, but
that's why I said why he couldn't do it before he left. Why he couldn't do the report before he left?
You knew this project was due.
Yeah,
that can't be my boy like that because, like I said, then he got to eat every piece of that write up, like everything. But if you got your days, take your days. But the only write up he would really get is for the project shit, though. If he has days, and I don't give a fuck.
I'd call him out for 5 days if it wasn't legitimate.
So if you would write him up for failure to complete the project, that would be the write up. That would be the write up. Not taking the days, but you didn't complete your project.
Yeah, because it's about the work. So I would write you up and saying, on such and such, we discussed that the project was due by such and such date. You were aware that the project was due. However, you still chose to leave on vacation without.
I gave you a doctor's note. I was sick the whole week. I couldn't finish the project.
I was about to say, if you're not giving a doctor's note, you can't write them up.
Once I'm not at work, get out of my personal shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once I'm not at work, get out of my personal life. That's not a space for you. So I don't give a fuck if you see me on IG, nigga, and I'm here like I'm sick, nigga.
You wild.
The way how I get over my cold by jet skiing, nigga. I don't give a damn, bro. Don't tell me I'm not sick. Don't tell me shit. Stay off my gram, and if it bothers you, block me. It's fine.
I'm not.
No, nigga. Matter of fact, what's your name? I'm blocking you.
I'm not above sending you the block down, bro.
That's like cops. Like, remember when cops, like back in the day, used to kind of like fake retirement, fake pension, but they like or injuries or whatever. But you see them kind of skiing and just like on beaches, like that's like you're
that's
using
why
the company's
the
time and money. Like you're calling out, you're getting.
They'll go to your house.
Pay for those days, so it's like you're not sick according to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. That's how I look at it. It's like you're supposed to be sick and they're paying you for that, but you're partying. You don't like they're not paying you to party.
But my flaw is with that. Like, how much y'all niggas expect me to be home? Yeah, go ahead, Mash. Go ahead. My fault.
Nah, it's all good. I was just gonna say, just refer to the handbook, bro. It's all in the handbook.
All
if
in the handbook.
Don't say it, then I ain't. First of all, if you out of work, you don't even got to tell me why.
Correct.
HR,
correct.
Yep.
Correct.
You don't gotta tell me why. You start these elaborate stories and shit, and you just make it worse, bro. Just say you out for the day. You out for the day.
As long as it's excused absence, that's it.
5 days. That has to be one
everything else goes to HR.
That's it.
Let me tell you something,
nigga. But you didn't approve that shit, nigga. That nigga took the days, and he knew you had an important project too. Nigga took the whole week off.
Right. He getting a write up for sure.
He getting a write up. He's getting a write up.
But I'm not going.
Unless you come with documentation. That's what I'm saying. If you don't come with documentation, I'm still writing you up based off the fact that you.
I have a question. In that scenario, he didn't have no documentation. Like, he just straight up told you, I don't give a fuck. I really wasn't sick.
What the handbook says?
You would just write him up. You wouldn't do more than that.
What does the handbook?
That shouldn't even be there.
I can't. I don't have the autonomy. I don't have the autonomy to fire anybody. However, I could do.
I mean, like in terms of grounds for termination, that should be something that sets the precedent for that.
But that's a one-time offense. Listen, that's why you can't. It's a one-time offense, and you have to have a verbal conversation. And then you put it in writing. If it happens again, then I'll say, okay, this is a pattern. I'll refer to EOU, which is our law department, and they would take action against the person and terminate. If it's a first time offense, you have to address it. You have to have a conversation. Listen, this is
what a paper trail statement.
And a paper trail, right? Once you get your paper trail up, that's what you send to EOU. And once EOU gets to, then they'll hit you with the boom. You're terminated. We have a paper trail of this. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. This is not the third time. This is not the So
you terminating. You terminating your boy Mo. You terminating your boy. Y'all like that.
You gonna terminate him. It's a one-time offense. It's a one-time offense.
Maybe I'm thinking about like I guess I don't look at it as a one-time offense because we talked about it 3 times in terms of the first conversation verbally. It's like you try to put in vacation days. I said no.
Then I told you no,
and it's like you still do it anyway. It's like even as a regular employee, if that wasn't my quote-unquote friend, it's like a regular employee doing that. I look at the handbook. It's like the documentation don't match up. I don't know.
I want to be very clear that it's all about the success of this team, right? If you're not doing your job to be successful for the team, we gotta let you go, bro. All right. You knew this shit was important. You knew you had this vacation, bro. But this shit is important for the team, bro. We had to make arrangements to make this work, bro.
Separate that shit.
And I'm
a nigga. Look,
that's what I'm saying. Like, he got to go in that situation. In my opinion.
You know why I got written up one time for doing Miami Carnival. This is why I know, like, you just got to take. My boss. But I told my boss, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna be out this week." He said, "Nah, we need you this week. We're gonna be crazy intense for work and shit." I said, "All right." Nigga, I didn't come in.
I know what that means.
I ain't coming in. And guess what? When I got back the first day, they put me into the office. They said, "All right, we got to write you up." I sat there with my union rep, everything. Took that shit, signed that shit. Cool,
absolutely.
And guess what? As soon as my union rep left the room and shit, my boss looked at me. He said, "How's Miami?" That shit was fire, nigga. What you talking about, boy?
Fire, nigga. Fire. Fire.
And you know why I like that?
I mean, in that scenario, you knew what you was getting into.
It's not personal.
Yeah. Right. It's not.
It's not. You knew what you was doing in that scenario. It wasn't intentional. You knew
what it was.
going
like, you got to eat this right up. And I'm okay with I'm going to eat it.
And guess what, my nigga? If the company's success is built just off of my one back, bro, you need a better structure. Sorry.
No, I mean, in that situation, you called out once, and it's like you knew what it was. You coming right in. You had no argument. You ain't trying to bullshit them. One and done. I'm thinking I'm sorry. I feel like a straight work week is crazy to me, where you just miss out 5 days on a vacation. That's crazy to me. My
problem is not getting a heads up. Like if you knew we had this project to do, and you didn't even tell me, like, yo, bro, all right, yo, I ain't gonna be here for 5 days. Like, just go ahead and do what you.
No, the nigga told you The nigga told you twice already, bro. He told you twice.
He put in the vacation request. It was denied, and the nigga just starts calling out Monday through Friday.
No, he asked you to come first a month ago. You said, "Nah, I know there's gonna be an important project this week." Then he told you, "I need this day off." You told this nigga no. You can't get those days off because it's an important project, dude. Then the nigga puts in a formal request for the days off, and what you deny that shit and tell him you're not getting a day off. We need you here during that day because it's an important project. So instead of fucking taking a day, he took the whole fucking week. You know what? Fuck you. I'm out.
And what if he comes back with
the project done?
No, like comes back with documentation that he was sick.
Yeah.
So I don't need you to approve my vacation.
Good. I mean, he still might take the right up for the
vacation
not
being
due.
This nigga is under the strictest hawk eye I've ever had in my life. You hear me? What I'm gonna do?
You gotta get something.
If I can't write you up, bro,
right, I'm gonna put you on the calendar.
I'm on your bumper.
I'm gonna be on your time and leave.
Nigga. I'm gonna be there every day, nigga. You better clock in at 8 o'clock on the dot every day.
You one of those managers?
A representative missing 5 days of productivity.
Somebody did that to me.
I'm not like that. But if you push me, let me tell you what I did to a worker one time. I promise you, because it was, and this is when I was a supervisor. It's because you was playing around. So I now gave you a work plan. Like, you know, like when you do a work plan, you can tell a person what to do for the day. Like, oh, do these things for the day, right? That's usually what a work plan.
Like action items and shit like that.
Micromanaging.
Yeah, like micromanaging. But it's like, oh, complete this case, complete this fast, complete this. My work plan look like this. You come in at 10 o'clock, 10 to 11, complete this. 11 to 12, lunch. Literally wrote that down. 12 to, that's why people like, yo, Mo, you not petty. 12 to 1, complete items, 3 to 4, work on this. 4 to 5, and then me, because now
4:15 to 4:30 break.
Yep, and then guess what I kept doing every hour. Oh, where are you now? Did you complete this? I'm back again an hour.
Wow,
are you working on this now?
You was that type?
Because I want you to know, stop playing with me. And after that,
wow,
you know what's gonna happen after that? This is my rule. This is what I always say. There's 3 things that's gonna happen after that. You're gonna step up, step down, or step to the side. And her ass left and went to fucking
There's
Florida.
only one thing to do. You got a problem? Do something about it.
Get out of here. Because now I'm responsible for your bullshit. So if something happens on the case, it falls back on me. So you're either gonna step up, step down, or step to the side.
Step to the side.
Yo,
I like that. Yes,
whoa. I felt mad intimidated when you clap your hands like that. I'm calling HR. I'm calling EEO because I don't like the way you hating on me. Okay, she just clapped their hands at me and shit. Yo,
I know,
yo, that's scheduled.
That's mad aggressive, bro.
Fight that shit, boy.
No,
it was mad aggressive.
Especially if you do adequate time to complete that task.
Black women are always aggressive.
That's not aggressive. That's me putting it into perspective for you. So
but that's also inspiring to me.
It is. And not only that, because you couldn't, and because I allowed you. No, I allowed you to. I gave you the autonomy. No, it is.
More from the Bronx. That's his aggressive.
I gave you. You step up.
Do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do.
I mean, just like you had to force that position though to kind of put him down. Like, yo, this is what you need to do now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know why. But it's like
when I was nice and I gave you the autonomy to do what you want, you know, to be a regular person and do your work.
You proved that you couldn't do that.
You proved that you couldn't do that. You proved that you was trying to play me and take me for
I mean, the whole issue was because he's not accountable to his responsibility.
So at that time, you weren't being accountable. So now and I'm not petty like that. But now let me put let me put my position in place. Now I'm the supervisor. Now let me assert myself with you. So, and I don't have to do it aggressively. That wasn't aggressive.
I like that.
I did a work
plan every hour though.
I did it every hour. And she sat. I would roll my chair over. Oh, did you complete this? Every hour, because I want you to feel.
Let them know.
I want you to know. Stop playing. We're here to do
even if you my friend, bitch.
And when I was cool, right? And when I was cool with you, and you tried to, when I was cool with you, you try to finagle me. That's when I got like that. Like, okay, I try to help you, and you did that. You're finished.
I think in the scenario that Shay gave is like the part that as a supervisor that would be like the big fuck you part would be the doctor's note.
Right.
Like because the doctors know this part where you like
you know this nigga was in Atlanta.
Was like
I can't assume that at this point. I have to maybe give him the assumption.
Are we getting technical? What's that doctor's note pop up? Like, we getting technical.
That shit better be real though. I had an issue like that.
Y'all motherfuckers dead ass was just claiming that parties can cure depression. So if he legitimately got that note from the therapist and saying that,
that's why I said it has to be real. It has to be real.
You know what I mean? Like if it's legitimate, I gotta respect it. If it's illegitimate,
no, it has to be real.
That's why I'm not
and they do an investigation, you lose your job. That happened to my friend.
You have to
she took like some FMLA days and faked the doctor papers.
That's immediately termination right there.
Yeah, she got fired.
That's why I was thinking of some situation
like
that.
Let that doctor's note be legit.
5 days of work for nothing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we could go on and on about this forever, but I'm going to call it quits.
That's
right now,
ladies and gentlemen. Fuck all
that. I know how much the tribe loves to hear us just talk shit all day. TJ, you gonna do the singing bowl one more time? TJ,
no,
try it.
Why y'all shut my bestie down? That was
messed up. 3 times already. 3
times. So the tribe is saying no. You say 4 times, you're striked out already.
I'm still gonna do it. Who gonna take me, boo? Who gonna fire me? Who gonna fire me?
TJ, where can you listen to us, TJ? Where can you listen, see us? Take us out.
All right. You guys, thank you guys for listening. Another dope episode. You're the tribe. We appreciate you. We love you. Continue to follow us, share us with a friend, like us. You can connect with us on social media. We're at So Ratchet Podcast on IG, on TikTok, on Twitter. We're So Ratchet Pod. And if you want to see our faces and get live with us, connect with us, communicate with us on Wednesdays, every first Wednesdays of the month. And that's on YouTube at So Ratchet, one word, space, podcast. And you can hear us wherever you hear podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon. And I'm complete.
So I'm gonna do
she was waiting. She couldn't wait to do that shit. Her hands are sweating. She was so ready.
I'm gonna do
that was good. That was good.
Why you do that in the beginning?
That was good.
Word. I'm like, okay.
I want to do the word of the week, and the winner is TJ.
Hey, that's what I deserve that. I deserve that. I got my creativity back.
We have a new winner.
My chakras unblocked.
And in this particular episode, we were the only two to use the word nepotism. Okay, so
I used it too. The hell, I use it like in passing, but it's okay.
I definitely use the word. Y'all wildin'.
Yeah, and
remember the cool down period, guys.
Whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
And
she work hard. She work hard.
Thank you guys for joining us. We love you.
We love you guys.
We love you. We love you. Peace out.